What's going on, guys? Sam the Raid Man back at you today with another video. We are one-shotting the dragon, if you didn't see that in the intro. Let's get right into it. Xavia is a champion, or Xavia, is a champion that's enabling us to do this. She has a Poison Explosion AoE on her A3. Poison's here, but it's all about the Poison Explosion. And she's basically naked. We have these refresh accessories, which just refuse to proc, but if they did, that would speed up the run significantly. And then people setting her up. Kymar is going to reset, so she's going to knock down the first wave. Kymar is going to reset, she's going to knock down the second wave, and then they'll slowly get their debuffs back, or abilities back. Again, if he refreshes his reset ability on the boss, it'll only speed it up. Cavalax just here for the poisons. He's actually a little low on accuracy, but basically he is the best champion to set up a poison exploder, like Xavia, Elenarl, or Teodor, because he places 4 debuffs on everybody at the start of each round. So he doesn't even have to take a turn. He just does it. And then we've got our Taurus, who's basically a budget Cavalax. Has it on an ability for poisons on everybody. And then a Weaken, which helps, because decreased defense does not affect how much damage Poison Explosion does, but Weaken does. Flesh Terror is in here just to extend the duration of the debuffs. So the way the Poison Explosion works is it's a fixed number of damage based on the boss's max HP per poison. So for example, let's give it a number. A 1-turn 5% poison would do 50,000. Then a 2-turn 5% poison would do 100,000, and a 3-turn would do 150. So he's going to extend all of the debuffs on the boss, which is pretty massive. That's basically, say it's all 1-turn debuffs, that would double the amount of poisons essentially. I've tried it with a second Kymar, and it's just not good enough. Because we need that debuff extension. Now, the runs vary. You can see my best time is 31 seconds, which is pretty fantastic. I was messing around with the 2 Kymars, and like I said, it just does not work. Let's get down here, take out the second one, and put in our Flesh Terror. No, I didn't mean to take him out. There he is, Flesh Terror. Okay, let me set this up really quickly. Taurus, going to do A1 here. A1 here, not A1, A3 here as a first priority. That's what I'm trying to say. Flesh Terror doesn't matter because he's never going to take a turn. He's 140, so he's super slow. Let me show you how everyone else is built. Basically naked, 198 speed. She is slower than Taurus and Kymar. Kymar is the fastest at 287. You don't want him too fast. He was in my arena build, and I slowed him down because he'll take too many turns. Cavalax also slow. Cavalax and Flesh Eater are slower than Xavia, which is one of the benefits of Cavalax. We're using her attack aura. Maybe Kymar's speed aura or Cavalax's speed aura, would be better, but this is how I've always run it, so this is how I'm running it now. Just go through a run. You can see Cavalax got resisted once there, so did Taurus, which means we're a little bit low on accuracy, but it should be plenty of poisons. It's not the waves we're worried about, it is the boss. Kymar resets, everyone takes another turn. Xavia is double fast than Flesh Terror, so he still has yet to take a turn. There's the Weaken. Try and get a few more poisons out. Cavalax can extend poisons on the A1, and if he does that, it's awesome. So at this point, we're just waiting for a refresh or Xavia to just get back to her abilities naturally. If it takes the full 4 turns for her to get back to her Poison Explosion, then it's about a 47-second run. If they were to get a refresh, you can get as low as 31 seconds. I think 29, I've seen her take that turn at 29, so had she had the refresh, we'd be done there. 46 seconds, just like that. Bing, bang, boom. 3.3 million damage, about 2 million, 2.5 million is on the boss. Kymar does the most damage just because he's doing AoEs, and he has War Master, plus a little poisons, and then poisons here, just from the boss taking turns while we are waiting for that to come back. Let's run it one more time, see if we can get a little faster run. In terms of replacements, Cavalax can be a second Taurus. That's an easy one. Potentially like a Rishtov. There's just not a ton of champions who put that many poisons out on an AoE basis. Cavalax is by far the best there. Kymar can be a Renegade. That's actually how I used to run it. There's a super old Stu video from back in the day using Renegade, and that's actually what I used to run. I think it's about a 58-second team. Get the extension here. Perfect. Now we just need the refresh. Give me the refresh and we're good to go. Come on. Oh, that's so frustrating. Trying to think of other... So yeah, he can be a Yumiko as well, although it would be unlikely you have a Yumiko and not a Kymar. But if you did, Yumiko can definitely work as well. Flesh Terror can be Dark Kale. That's definitely the easiest replacement for him. Here we go, 47 seconds again. Because for Flesh Terror, his only role is one ability, one time, and that's extending the duration of all debuffs. So if there's any other champions that can do that, that's fine. You could do a Vizier, I guess. I'm sure there are other champions that you could use. Dark Kael, I think, is probably your best option. Again, sadly, he doesn't have an AoE poison. There is potentially an argument to say he could replace Taurus and just extend all of Cavalax's durations. But I don't think that would be good enough. Maybe if we did another Kymar and another Dark Kael, we could potentially try that and see if that works or not. 32, it's just all about, do we get a refresh? Either Xayah does it here, she doesn't. She does not. Going to be another 47-second run, it sounds like. Wasting his ability there, that's fine. Yep, 45 seconds. Okay, well, let's try a variation of this team. Like I said, I ran it with the 2 Kymars and it didn't work, so I'm wondering if I take out... This might not be enough poisons. We're going to do my second Kymar, and then, by rank, Dark Kael, and see if this works. So, they're both going to be faster. So for the second Kymar, we don't want this. He's doing nothing until we get to the boss. He's just a 1-ing, which is good because he could actually put out a little bit of poisons, which would be awesome. And then priority is the reset here. But the thing is, we might not build up enough poisons before she tries to explode it. So we're going to do the AoE to extend debuffs on the waves. And we're going to do the same thing here, but we're also going to use his poison placing ability on the boss. There's a chance this works. I'm not confident. We're going to turn this off in case she does get the refresh. And let's see if we can improve this. So as of now, our record is 31 seconds, but realistically it's about 45 as the normal time. Extend the duration of everybody. Is it enough? It is. Okay. So then really, if we can do that again, it's up to, can they do that to the boss? Extend the duration of everybody. Oh, look at that. Just close. Oh, that's so frustrating. I don't know what caused that to happen. Kymar almost... The first Kymar might have his ability up pretty soon. We're just using... wasting that A1 there. There's just not a lot of poison. See, Xayah's about to go, and there's just not near enough poison. So that's not going to one-shot the boss. So I think that the setup could potentially work. Obviously, I think the team that I showed first is the team that I'm spotlighting, and I think that team is better. Cavalax can do a ton of work on the boss, too, because he can extend the duration on his A1 of poisons, but he's weak affinity, so it's not good. 52 seconds. Let's give it one more go. Give him one more shot at this. See, we got 2 resist there, which does not help us. That really does not help us. See, that's stupid. If we didn't get that resist there, we would have one-shot that wave. And at this point, we're talking about 2 seconds, 4 seconds. So when something takes 2 seconds longer, that's a big deal. Okay, that was good. I think I just saw a refresh on Xayah, which means we might actually do this twice. Yeah, because that's definitely not going to one-shot it. But we got the refresh there too. Play some poisons. Oh, that's so stupid. He's got the wrong abilities up. Oh my goodness. Had he placed his reality acid like that, we might have been able to one-shot. What a bummer. Still not bad. Probably going to be about the same time as the previous runs. But, yeah, a little bit slower, maybe closer to a minute. Yep, didn't get the death there. Boom, Brimstone killed him. 48 seconds. So anyways, there are lots of alternatives, and there are multiple variations of this team. Elenarl will replace Xayah. Karam will not. If you're unfamiliar, Elenarl has the combustibility here, and it's a much quicker animation. She just goes like this, basically snaps, and it explodes them all, versus Xayah has the whole siren thing that she launches. But there is an epic Karam who does poison explosion, but it only works on a single target. So he can't get through the waves, but he can work, like, for example, in the spider. I've seen that in the past. So I'm going to try and make similar teams like this. Showing is a fun strategy. It doesn't work from stages 21 through 25 of dungeons, so it's less viable. But if you pull a champion like this, whether or not it's useful, it's very, very fun. So anyways, I'm going to make some fun videos for the spider and the ice golem, so stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. Please leave a like. And as always, see you in the next video.